Hello there, welcome to my channel Celestial Connection. My name is Alyssa. Today's class is going to be a really nice and gentle neck and shoulder release. We will be staying on the floor and we'll be using a few props to support us. I am requiring one block just because we are going to be using it throughout our practice, and we're going to be using it also to do some myofascial release in the shoulder and neck. And myofascial release is basically relieving any constricted muscles, easing pain and discomfort, as well as improving circulation in the blood and lymphatic system. I am also requiring one strap. If you don't have a strap, you can use a belt or a scarf. And optional here is if you want to bring a blanket for some support. And if you have a foam roller, we are going to use this at the end of the class. If you do not have a foam roller, that's totally fine. You can just take a shavasana. Alrighty, so if you're looking to release any tension in your neck and shoulder, roll out your yoga mat and let's begin. Alrighty, so we're going to begin with just a little bit of breath work to bring yourself into this space and to help relieve any of that extra tension that we're holding on to. So just come to a comfortable seat. You can come to sit on the edge of a blanket, close the eyes, and just take a few deep cleansing breaths. As you inhale and exhale, release it down through the neck and the shoulders. Notice where in your shoulders, in your neck, your upper body, you're feeling that tension and discomfort. And direct your breath to those spaces. And gently allow the chin to relax down towards the chest. Taking a big deep breath here. One more breath. And then gently, we're going to do some chin smiles. Allow the right ear to roll over to the right shoulder. Allow the shoulder to drop down. Breathing here. And then slowly roll the chin back through center and roll over to the other side. Noticing which side feels tighter than the other. And slowly roll back through center. This time roll your ear towards the right shoulder, allowing the right arm to gently rest atop the ear. We don't want to pull here, just a gentle rest. Bringing the left arm out, you can stay right here. Or if you want to take it a little bit further, wrap the left arm around the back, coming towards the right hip. 3 breaths. Relax the shoulders down. Breathe into the space. gently release the left arm and the right arm. Roll the chin to center. Feel that release for a moment. And then roll the ear to the other side. Reaching the left arm up and over to rest on the ear. Right arm out on the ground, or bringing it around the body. You choose where you want to be here, what feels good in your body. 3 cleansing breaths. And release the right arm, release the left arm. Take it nice and slow. Roll the chin back through center. Take a moment here to notice any release. And then gently bring your head up to neutral. Hope you're starting to feel somewhat of a release. You may notice that tension on one side more than the other. Bring the hands to your knees. We're going to do a few rounds of cat-cows. Well, actually, what we're going to do is we're going to bring our hands behind us. So clasp your hands behind the back of your head, really opening up the elbows here. Inhale, reach the chin, the chest up towards the ceiling. And exhale, round the spine, pulling the elbows in. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale and exhale. 2 more rounds. And come back up through neutral. We're going to use our strap now, so grab whatever you have to use. And we're going to do a movement, and it's considered like a Egyptian-like movement, in the Egyptian, the head movement when they go back and forth. We're going to do that with the strap. So what you're going to do is I'm going to show you first this way so you can kind of see. We're going to take the strap out as wide as you can. Make sure it's nice and flat. You're going to place it right behind the skull, the base of the skull. Reach the arms out. And what you're going to do is, so you're like this, and then you're going to inhale, press the chin away, and then exhale, pull it back through. So I'm going to face you again so you can kind of get an idea of what the movement will look like from the front. So pull the strap around the skull, the base of the skull, and then inhale forward. Exhale, press the chin back, aligning it back with the spine. Inhale and exhale. We're going to do 15. This is number 6. May seem really silly. Five more. Last one. Release the strap. Notice that sensation, right? Many times we find ourselves, right, our neck is forward, our chin is forward. It's important that we remember to pull it back so that it realigns with the spine. That'll also help relieve any of that extra tension that we're holding on to. Alrighty, we're gonna meet into a child's pose now. And I am going to recommend a block here to support the neck and the back. Bring the knees slightly apart. bringing the bottom towards the heels. If your bottom doesn't reach your heels, that's totally fine. You can roll up a blanket and place it in between the thighs and the calves. And then stretch your arms out long here. Allow the forehead to rest down on the block. And as you inhale, inhale expansion from the rib cage, the shoulders, the neck. And exhale, release it back in. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale, release. One more breath here. Lift your gaze, remove the block, meeting in a tabletop position, hands planted on the ground, knees lined up with the hips, coming into a sunbird. So really strengthen up your arms here, pull your core in, gently let the left leg come out, lift it up, making sure that your pelvis is aligned, so adjusting yourself as needed. Use your core here to keep you lifted, nice long line of energy through the leg, and then you're going to reach your right arm up and out. One more breath. And allow everything to come back to center. Reaching the right leg out, gently lifting it again. Use your core here. And then stretch the left arm up and out. Bring the arm and the knee back down. Reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. Pull it through, threading the needle, allowing the ear to connect down. If the ear doesn't reach the floor, you can also place it on a block. The left arm can stay by your face or walk it forward. Maybe you want to take it a little bit further here if it feels good for you. And bind the arm behind the back, reaching towards the right thigh. Taking a few deep breaths here. You choose what feels good in your body. And gently release the arm, come back to the face. Press into the left palm, reach the right arm up, and bring it back down. Inhale the left arm up, exhale, thread it through, letting the ear connect down, choosing your variation of where you want to be. And gently release the arms, pressing back up. And coming back, pushing yourself back to a seat for a moment. We're now going to do some shoulder work with a strap. And so grab your strap. You can stay in a hero's pose if it's comfortable for you. If it's not comfortable, you can come to sit on a block or just come to easy seat. You're going to bring your strap out as wide as you can. Nice and long here. Pull your belly in, sit nice and tall. Inhale the arms up. And exhale back. Inhale up. And exhale back to the front. Inhale and exhale. Take it nice and slow here. Just doing a few more rounds. Breathing through the shoulders. This is really great to increase the mobility in your shoulder joint. One more round. And gently release the strap. And then coming to a seat, you can stay in your Harris pose if you'd like. What we're going to do is we're going to do a cactus. And so you're going to bring your arms up just like a cactus. And you have about a 90-degree angle with your arms here. Your elbows aligning with your shoulders. 5 breaths. Really nice, strong arms here. And release, crossing the right arm over the left, hugging yourself, and then letting the chin drop down towards the chest. One big deep breath here. And then inhale the arms back up to cactus, 5 breaths. Strengthening those arms. And exhale, bring the opposite arm across on top and let the head and neck drop. One big breath. Beautiful. Hang, come back. We're now going to come into our gentle myofascial release. And so grab your block. Place it on its medium height, just like this. And what you're going to do is you're going to gently rest your armpit onto the block, so the edge of the block will reach the armpit. You'll kind of get a sense of where it feels good. If it's uncomfortable, especially if you're using like a cork or a wooden block, you may want to rest a blanket on top for extra support. That's what you choose to do. And what you're going to do is rest your head on your hand and bend the knees here. And what you're going to do is you're going to gently push back until you feel that stretch and feel the back of the rib cage. And we're going to be here for 20 seconds. So breathe through it. Breathe through that space between the armpit and the shoulder. Releasing any tension. Adjusting yourself however you need here. Maybe you can feel yourself leaning back just slightly more. Just 5 more seconds here. And gently release out, pushing yourself up. And we're going to repeat that on the other side. Just notice for a moment if you're able to release anything there. Feel that sensation, right, of release. You can just turn around or carry your block over to the other side. And again, resting the edge of the block on your armpit. You'll find that comfortable space. Feels good for you. Bend the knees, rest your head in your hand, and then push yourself back ever so slightly until you feel the back of the rib cage. You feel that stretch. Breathing. One side might feel a little bit more intense than the other. Just keep breathing through it. few more breaths here. And gently release, noticing the release on that side. And now we're going to do a little neck release. And so you're going to take your block and place it on its flattest side. Rest the base of the skull onto the block. And what you're going to do is you're going to gently turn your head over to the left. You may actually want to try this on the same height that we did the, see which way works better for you. And gently turn over to the left, breathing here for 8. Feeling that small, massive muscle. You don't have to turn your head super far over, just ever so slightly. And come back to center, and then switch over to the other side. 8 breaths. Only go as far until you feel that small muscle. And come back through center. One more time on each side. Maybe you go a little bit further. Releasing. And roll back to the other side. Take it nice and slow. Breathing here for 8. And come back to center. Take a moment here, one breath. Breathing down the neck, space on the shoulders. And then gently release the block. And bring your head down to neutral. Notice any sensations. Notice the release in the neck. And then gently come up for a moment. If you're not using the foam roller, you can stay in that position, resting with your knees bent, realigning the spine, or you can come into your Shavasana. If you're coming with me to use the foam roller, what you're going to do is you're going to place it right in the mid-back, kind of where right below the shoulder blades or where your strap would end. And we're going to be here for about 30 seconds, and we're going to roll from here up towards the tops of our shoulders, and you're going to clasp your hands behind the base of the skull again. Open up the shoulders, bend the knees, and you're just going to roll here. We're going to roll here for 30 seconds, taking it nice and slow. Using your breath. If you're in Shavasana, just breathe through this space. Just a few more moments here. Last breath. And release the bottom down. And then make your way down to the ground. Coming into Ardha Shavasana, or constructive rest. Take a moment here to realign the spine. Notice the sacrum connected down to the ground, the low back, the thoracic spine, the shoulder blades. Allow the shoulders to open and rest down. Notice the lengthening of the neck here. Just take a few breaths here in this space. Noticing the space where maybe tension and discomfort was released. Noticing the lengthening of the spine. Slowly make your way into a fetal position, rolling onto one side. Taking a moment here to thank yourself for stepping on the mat and taking care of you. Slowly find a seat. I hope you were able to find some relief in your neck and shoulders. I do want to mention also, physically, right, we create tension in our shoulders and necks because of our posture, the way we sit at our desks at work, or maybe we're constantly carrying things and using one side more than the other. But also energetically, we can hold a lot of responsibility and we hold a lot of weight on our shoulders and our neck area energetically. And so this can also help relieve some of that energetic, intrusive energy that we're holding on to and that we just need to release. I hope you enjoyed this video and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye now.